Today I want to talk about how you can hurt your voice by just choosing the wrong kind of repertoire. So stay tuned for this one. Before we jump into today's topic, I want to remind you that my book, Master Your Voice, is now available on Amazon and also is available as an audiobook version. Links are below. Okay, I just see so many singers, and especially beginners, who don't really have a strong grasp yet on all of the basics and technique-wise, who just love to sing, which is a great thing. And it is awesome if you love to sing. But sometimes choosing the wrong kind of repertoire can hinder you to become better instead of actually being helpful. So let's just say you still have a huge issue with pitch accuracy, but you love Christina Aguilera songs. So what really could hurt your voice is trying to sing songs in the same way Christina does, with a lot of ad-libs, but you have not mastered any pitches yet. You don't really have any accuracy, and you also don't have good vocal cord closure. So by trying to sound that way, by singing high and loud and trying to belt without having good vocal cord closure, without having good pitch accuracy, first of all, gonna sound off and just horrible probably if you try to attempt to do this without really knowing the basics. And second of all, you might hurt yourself because you're trying to compensate, trying to push harder because you know something isn't right, but you don't really know what it is that isn't right. So I would really urge you, don't sing repertoire that you're not really ready for. At the same time, what if you have a really soft voice naturally, or maybe you don't have a high voice naturally? You want to work up to that, of course. But if you have a soft and not so high voice, and you are barely really staying in chest voice as you're going up higher, you keep on breaking because your voice isn't quite trained yet to take so much pressure, you are going to hurt yourself by trying to attempt belting songs that just really require you to shout out really loud on the top. It's going to hurt you. It's not really going to be beneficial. Also, what if you still try to master good breathing, good posture, and even just singing a melody line that is basic and simple, but now you're trying to do very complex rhythms and melodies that have really strange intervals that aren't so easy to get. And so you're constantly busy just trying to figure out the musical piece and probably maybe not even ever getting it right. And at the same time, because you're focusing so much on those things, you cannot focus on what you really need to focus on. That's why when I talk to my students, I always tell them, why am I picking this piece of music? What's in this piece of music that is a challenge, but what's in it that is doable? So we always choose something that is a challenge, but something also that addresses exactly an issue that we need to be working on. And when you really work on stuff before it's good time, so you want to master a lot of basic things. So if you're not ready for head voice and you're a soprano and you want to sing, or let's just say you want to sing a coloratura soprano aria, but you're a soprano and you want to sing that, but your head voice is extremely breathy, you can hardly stay in head voice. You cannot start with a high coloratura soprano aria. You have to start with maybe a more basic, either aria or art song that helps you to focus on those very relevant points to where you start doing those things well. And when you do them well, then you can move on to something that's a little bit more complex, a little bit more demanding. What happens to your voice when you try to do things that you're not ready for? You're going to hurt yourself. You're going to be frustrated. You're also not going to have any progress because you just have a million things to work on and you just don't even know where to start. So do something that is quite simple. And when you have mastered that, it's a good feeling, first of all. It gives you a feeling of success and achievement. And then you can build on that. I'm big on building on something. Challenge yourself, but don't challenge yourself beyond what you can ever do. Like, it can't be beyond. So if you have never worked out, you wouldn't really get the idea like, okay, let me just register for Olympics. I'm going there next week or so. You're not ready. You need to do the work before you are ready for this really high level stuff. And especially singing higher and singing in a voice that you're not used to, maybe very strong, it can potentially hurt you. So thank you so much for watching today. I'm always thankful for suggestions and requests of what videos I could be making or should be making, what you need, please comment below. I do read a lot of comments, not all the time, but I do try to read a lot of the comments that you give me. And check my book out on Amazon. You will love it. I'm sure that you will be inspired. Have a great day. I will see you next time, and always keep on singing.